Hello everyone, I'm here with my first through hiker of the year. His name is Haystack and he's come all the way from Springer, Georgia. He's and we're only like the middle part, little past the middle part of February. So he started down there right, I'm sure, right around January the 1st. Is that correct?
I started January 19.
January 19.
Yeah, today I think is a little over a month, and I'm here up in Pearisburg, Virginia. It's like mile 635 maybe, and
I think it's mile like 620 or something like that.
I met Jerry, and I'm having a great time. He gave me a back of the truck hitch, so life couldn't be better.
Well, good. So, anyway, you've been moving then. You've been moving about 30 miles a day.
Not 30, maybe 20 miles a day.
20 miles a day? Well, it's 600 miles, 620 miles. So
Yeah,
if you started
30 days,
30 days,
20 miles a day.
20 miles a day. Okay, that makes sense. So, how's your hike been so far?
When people ask me that question, I generally say everything, but this hike has been pretty joyful. I don't know, feeling happy. I haven't always felt happy when I've gone on hikes before, and I like being alone, and I like that I can see through the trees, and I like meeting people down south. So it's been good.
Yeah, you're probably like I am. I'm an introvert.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoy my own company, and I don't really like to be around crowds of people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm kind of like George Carlin. You know who George Carlin is?
Nope. George
Carlin's a very famous comedian. He said, and this is kind of a quote from him. He said, I like people, but after about a minute or two.
Yeah. After 3 days, your family smells like dead fish, right?
I used to, back when I was working and everything. I'm rather an old fella. I'm coming up on 80 here in a year or so. I was working. I was in the Air Force, and I worked away from this area for many years. And I'd come home, and I mean, after a day or two, I was ready to leave.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is, So, any notable experiences out there on the trail?
Yeah, give me something more than that. Like, in what context?
Well, okay. Well, have you seen any bears?
I haven't seen any bears.
You saw the ponies when you came through.
I did when I was in Grayson Highlands. It was very windy and very cold. It's a bluebird day right after a storm, and so I definitely had to keep moving to stay warm. And when I got to the section of grass that the ponies were at, they were very disinterested in me. Like they walked away. So I didn't chase them down. I just let them go.
The reason why that was, right, is because it's early in the year. Nobody's been feeding them yet. You come through there in June or July, they'll be all over you after food.
Yeah.
But right now, they've been out there all winter by themselves, no through hikers. So they've just kind of fend for themselves. But people will start feeding them later on. And when you come through there, they will pester you to death for food.
Yeah. I didn't want to force an encounter on them that they didn't want. So when they walked away,
they're used to people. So, but like I said, they've been out there all winter by themselves. So they might not be that used to people after being alone for 6 months.
Yeah.
So anyway, you met any other hikers on the trail?
Yeah, I've had the privilege of hiking with quite a few people. I mean, there was Jolly, there's Soup Kitchen. I met a guy named Haystack I really enjoyed. Walked with a guy named Storm Dasher who's doing a section hike for, we bounced around each other for about a week and enjoyed all of them. I met really briefly Captain Jack and Bob Ross. They were fun to talk to you.
Captain Jack and Bob Ross.
Yeah.
I've seen some of their stuff on Facebook and so forth, and they're hiking for sobriety.
Yeah, you can learn something from everyone out here. Everybody has a different experience, and it's good.
Now, I don't know whether you've heard about it or not, but right behind the food line here is Angel's Rest Hikers Haven.
Okay.
Which they've been a hostel now for like 10 years or so, and it's really, really great hostel back there. The owner's a really good friend of mine. But so I'm gonna download, post some of your videos. That's okay, right?
Sure.
And I'm gonna send you a Trail Magic box when you get up the way,
Thank
and
you.
I'll be texting you and so forth.
Yeah, we can be real friends.
So that's great. So that's fantastic. So anything else you want to say about your hike or anything?
You know, the experiences that you have out here go so much further than what shows up on a silly video like this. And so for anybody who would watch and, you know, thinks that a hike like this is really impressive, it certainly takes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of work, but it's just walking. So instead of watching this video, go walk your neighborhood, go ride your bike, go give the AT a shot, whatever. Yeah, it's better to have gone and walked yourself than watch someone walk online. As soon as you go do one of these hikes, you realize that watching people's vlogs maybe isn't as exciting as you thought it once was. Just go live it.
It's better to live than to live vicariously.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Yes, so get up off the couch and go have some fun and do some activities and get active.
Thanks for the attention nonetheless, though.
Yes. But anyway, that's pretty much it. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
You too, Jerry. Thank you so much.
Meeting you. And we're here at the food line now, which is right over there. And then he was going to go down here to Chinese restaurant and eat, but they're closed today. I reckon they're recognizing the federal holiday, which happens to be President's Day.
Yes, it is.
And then he's going to go right up there. There's Dairy Queen, and then there's Hardee's up there. And then he's going to hit the trail again because he's trying to put some miles in and get up to Katahdin.
Well, my favorite trail town is home. So while I'm out here, it's good to walk. It's also free to camp outside.
Oh yeah, it is. So where are you from?
I'm from Maine.
Oh, you're from Maine. Are you? Where at in Maine?
So exit 75 in Maine is a twin city area called Lewiston, Auburn.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Auburn, but Lewiston is the bigger city. That's what I would tell people.
So is that southern Maine or northern Maine or what?
That's south central Maine, north southern Maine. It's kind of the transition zone between the two.
Okay.
But for someone who's out of state, it's southern Maine.
So actually, I'm sure you've got cold while you've been hiking, but you're from Maine, so you're probably kind of used to it.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times it feels like an early spring to me out here right now.
Right.
When I go up to 5,000 or 6,000 feet, it feels like it would outside my parents' house, but then I just move until I drop down in elevation. And I have a very high quality sleeping bag, and so I don't feel intimidated about sleeping outside even in the cold. And then I make sure that I can move. So if I find myself in a situation that isn't safe, I make sure that I retain the capacity to move out of that situation. Obviously, I could fall and break a leg. That's some serious risk there, but I do my best not to. And
worst thing you can do when you get really, really super cold out on the trail or anywhere is to sit down. Because you'll fall asleep and you will not wake up.
Yeah, sometimes there are hard moments like that, but by and large, I do think my Maine blood has kind of predisposed me to feel pretty comfortable out in a southern winter. So
yep. Okay. Well, man, listen, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
You too, Jerry.
And what we're going to do, we're going to shut this thing off now and let you go over here to Food Line and get some victuals and get back on the trail.
Yeah, thank you for the hitch. Bye, everyone.
All right, thanks.